G'day guys, this is our Wednesday spelling task. So once again, very similar to what we do in the classroom, our Wednesday spelling task is all to do with morphology and the different parts of the word. So Tuesday we've looked at sounds, now we're looking at the different parts of words. So before I start, we do have in our classroom, we do have a list of prefixes and suffixes on the back wall. Unfortunately, we're not in our classroom at the moment, so if you do want to have a list to work with for this task, you can go to prefixsuffix.com. That has a very, very extensive list. I think it has every single prefix and suffix in the English language, which is a lot. So you can use that, or you can just Google prefixes and suffixes and then go into images and you'll come up with a list of, like that, the most common prefixes and suffixes and their meanings. So you can use that if you wish, or you can use the website prefixsuffix.com. So what we need to do, so we need to look at our spelling words and our 5 to 6 spelling words, and if we've got a spelling word that is spiky, we have to recognise and figure out if that's a base word or it does have a suffix or a prefix on it already. Now with the word spiky, it does have a suffix of the Y, and so the base word of spiky would be spike, where we replace the Y with the E for the split vowel spelling. So spike. So that's what you'd have to do for the word spiky. Sometimes you will have a word that is a base word, so it could be mouth, and that doesn't have any prefixes or suffixes on it, so we know that's a base word there. Okay, so these are the two examples I'll be using. So with the first example, we've got our spelling word of spiky. We've found the base word of spike. Now what I want you to do for this one is try to add any prefixes or suffixes onto the word spike. So prefix could be unspike. You can maybe have re-spike. Maybe spiked. So adding the ed or replacing the e with an ing. Okay, and we can go through more prefixes and suffixes if you wish. So we've got the word spiky, then we've gone spike, so unspike. Now I've already looked these ones up, so after you've done your prefixes and suffixes, what I'd like you to do is look them up on dictionary.com to see if they are an actual word or we've just made a new word up. So we've got unspike, which I've already looked up and it is, so it's the removal of a spike. So if you have a spike in your tyre, so that's a word. Re-spike wasn't a word. Spiked is a word, so in volleyball you spike the ball over the net, so the past tense of that would be spiked, so that's a word. And then spiking, I was spiking the volleyball over the net, so that's a word. So that's if you've got that one. And then you go on to the other one. So if your spelling word is already a base word, you can add prefixes or suffixes to your words as well. Mouthed, mouthing, and so on. And then again, when you go in and check on dictionary.com to make sure there's those words. So once you've done that, so I'd like you to post a picture of your work on Seesaw, so I can check it out to see how you went. So remembering Wednesday spelling, just like in class time, it's working on morphology, so adding prefixes and suffixes to your word. If you may need to, you might have to find the base word of your spelling words and then start adding prefixes and suffixes to them, or you might have base words as your spelling words and we just add prefixes and suffixes to them. Then you check them to make sure they're real words, and then you're done. Hopefully that helps. Good luck, have fun, bye.